This week, our topic is the five deadly sins of Gurdjieff. And let's enumerate them quickly. Um, Unnecessary talking, internal considering, identification, and really I want you to just take a moment to focus on identification. I'll name the other two just shortly, but identification actually is the key to all the rest of the five deadly sins of Gurdjieff. So we've got identification at the top of this pyramid, unnecessary talking, internal consideration, lying, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank, but it doesn't really matter because someone will correct me soon enough. But the key to all of those things is identification. Identification is when you can't see the forest for the trees. When you're so into what you're doing, you forget who is doing it. When you're so locked into your world that your world becomes you, instead of you being separated from your world becomes you. Identification is no perspective, no place to look over the situation, no vantage point. You have no solid ground to stand upon because the solid ground is on your face. It's all around you. It's become you. You are the earthquake of your life. Let's go back. Lying, unnecessary talking, internal consideration, identification, the big one, which we're talking about now. And what is the fifth one? What is the fifth one? I know I had it yesterday. I'm just drawing a blank. So, stupid me, unprepared, and that's okay. This is a conference where we are talking about real things, and I'm going to go ahead and give up the mic because I think probably that's enough. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay, Steve. When I typed in the the topic at the conference here at the site, I had to stop and think what all five were too. The one you missed was negative emotions. Anyway, I think I can use my own current state of mind as a really good example of how some of these work against you. As I said before some of you got here, I was very depressed today over finances. In other words, I was identified with the thought, darn it, I've got a car in the paper that gets as good a gas mileage as a hybrid, and I haven't had a single phone call. This economy is so bad that they don't even want to buy a car, that gets incredible mileage. And it's like, and then I go from there, after being identified, kind of focused and stuck on that negative, really identification is a focusing negatively on something, or not necessarily negatively, but you block out everything else. Well, it's a beautiful day outside and I didn't even notice. So anyway, then the next thing, you're in negative emotion. You're depressed, and I'm like upset and depressed, and just feel like the whole world's caving in, and I thought, well, I'll come into this room and maybe you guys can perk me up. But And you have, because really, you have to stop yourself when you get into that kind of state of mind and just say, wait a minute, I'm just hurting myself by being this way. And now I'm getting into unnecessary talking. Jim has his hand up. I hope he's not just giving me high five. I'll give up the mic. Yeah, he's giving us high five again. Jim, it's funny when you do that, and then you can't seem to get your mic to work. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Okay, you want to try again there, Jim? It's funny though. Yeah, negative emotions was the fifth one.